I was watching television one night while laying in bed until my mom returned home and told me to come downstairs immediately. I was saying in my mind, what could I have done now? But I walked nervously downstairs and I got a shock of my life. My mom's hand was wrapped around a little child. The kid was about my age, but the scary part, his eyes was scanning me like a vulture and he have a big ears-to-ears grin spread across his face. And he didn't even have my own skin complexion either. He was an American kid. He wore a really dark red t-shirt and his hair was green and messy. And on top of that, he was still scanning me and his yellow teeth were bulging out of his mouth. A few days later, everything was fine in the house, but I was still creeped out about Mikey. Yes, his name was Mikey. Every time I see Mikey, he would have a notebook in his hand and he would be drawing things in that notebook. Then the curious started to flood into my brain. What could he be drawing in that notebook? One day my mom decides to make our famous mac and cheese. She immediately put on the pan on the fire and put the macaroni in the pot. But she forgot the cheese, so I decided to follow her to get the cheese. Mikey was in the room as well. When he come back, Mikey was all in smiles. His smile was bigger than the last one. Anyways, my mom finished preparing the macaroni and cheese and everyone sat down to eat it. Meanwhile, everyone was eating the macaroni and cheese. Mikey was smiling from ears to ears and I didn't know what was funny to smile about. My mom and dad was consuming the macaroni and cheese like homeless people. I looked down at the macaroni and cheese and the macaroni and cheese had a red texture look. My mom said to my dad, "Honey, what put in the macaroni and cheese? It's so good I can't stop eating it." My dad replied with a bang what left everyone in shock and disbelief. "Honey, I didn't put anything in the macaroni and cheese." When my mom heard, my mom's eyes became small and she started to twitch and then she dropped hitting the floor with a bang and froth started foam out of her mouth. And then my dad joined my mom seconds later. Everything was happening in front of my eyes and I was so creeped out, but the calmest person in the room was Mikey. Mikey was so calm with a remaining ears-to-ears grin. And I started to feel lightheaded and weak until I hit the floor. And in the blue, Mikey got up from his chair and left the room.